continue. Take a look at this chart. Bitcoin getting just wrecked this week, falling below 8,000, making that 3 straight weeks of losses, the longest losing streak since September 2017. But our next guest says traders are selling the wrong coins. Let's bring in Spencer Bogart, a blockchain capital partner. He's coming to us from San Francisco. Spencer, great to have you with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
So the one coin out there you say is still a buy is Bitcoin. Why? And let me ask you this too, because obviously you're speaking your book, so to speak. Is there any situation in which you would tell us that Bitcoin is not a buy?
There you go.
I think it's mostly going to be a few years out. I mean, listen, if the story erodes and it's not there, then I'm not going to be bullish on Bitcoin, right? But the long-term thesis is very much intact. I mean, as for what's going to happen over the next couple of days, I don't know. But when I look out over the next year, 2 years, I mean, the story is very much materializing, right? So the institutionalization of Bitcoin is absolutely occurring. That was very evident, I think, to anybody that was circulating around Blockchain Week in New York. Every major bank is trying to do something in the space. Either they're going to be offering Bitcoin to their clients, they're working on a custody platform, or they're opening up a trading desk. So that's absolutely taking place. And then on the other side, again, there's currency crises happening on a regular basis around the world. So while we're pretty comfortable using the US dollar on a daily basis and it works well, guess what? Next year there's going to be more currency crises. There's a few this year, and that continues.
So if you're optimistic about the use cases and you cite these major banks building things on various platforms, I mean, those platforms are Ethereum, they're Ripple, they're Stellar. Those are in your hold categories amongst the crypto. I mean, longer term, do you like these coins? Because it seems like you're most bullish the use cases for these particular platforms.
So I don't think necessarily any of the things that banks are doing are necessarily built on top of those platforms. I think largely it'll be offering some of those crypto assets to their clients. I think longer term, again, I would put most of the coins that are probably in the like number 2 to number 7 range just as a neutral, just saying that, hey, listen, these could be going up significantly, but they also have significant headwind, right? Especially something like Ethereum, which, again, I'm very constructive on a long-term basis. But it has a lot of overhang because there's a lot of tokens. A lot of these ICOs have been built on top of Ethereum. And I think a lot of those tokens are overvalued. And ETH itself, the token of the Ethereum network, is used essentially as fuel to invest into these ICOs. So I think that'll present some headwinds to something like Ethereum.